Spurs ace Dejan Kulusevski plans to become a dab hand in the kitchen, but he was not even trusted with fast food as a teen. The Sweden midfielder, 23, went on work experience at McDonald's as a cleaner when he was 15, but he lasted just 2 days.
Now he is trying cooking at home, and it is proving far more successful than his first ever job. Kulusevski said, "I did work at McDonald's. It was my first job. My best friend, his father worked there.
I worked there for 2 days and didn't go back. So it was a good week off. I was just doing the cleaning there and they did not let me touch the food. I like meat and I am learning, looking at YouTube. Read more in FOOTBALLDENICES Menace. My dad's a Prem legend, but now I'm making my own way as Love Island star Power Up. Get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. I don't like numbers, so I don't like recipes, trying to make things up.
I love everything in life, so it is fun to improve with everything." Kulusevski also lifted the lid on what life is like under manager Ange Postecoglou. Kulusevski told Sunsport, "He gets angry for sure. Most red in football, seeing red. Strangest red card ever handed to West Brom boss in utterly bizarre moment. Eagle Eye Roy Hodgson agrees to step aside for Glasner with McCarthy to take Everton clash. RASH crash sale. Marcus Rashford is flogging wrecked £700,000 Rolls Royce for fraction of price. Physio room injuries. Suspensions for GW24. Latest on Trent Alexander-Arnold and more. How to get free bets on football. There have been a couple of half times when he thinks we're not doing enough, playing safe and not pushing enough to win the game, and then he lets us hear it.
He goes really, really mad. But we always play better afterwards, so it works." Postecoglou dubbed nicest man in football for response to fans' question. It is not fun, but it is part of the job. You cannot always just give love to players. Sometimes you have to be hard on them like parents do. It is not scary because it helps us in the end. There is no denying it has worked.
Only Manchester City and Liverpool have won more than Spurs 16 points from losing positions this season. Postecoglou has players and supporters on side like no manager since Mauricio Pochettino in North London. There are no longer protests or toxic chants if Spurs are struggling late on in a game. Only hope.
His arrival has sparked a huge change of mood and culture at the club after the brutal messages and frustrating football from the likes of Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte. Kulusevski was called upon to sell the club to new signing and fellow Swede Lucas Bergvall a few weeks ago, and spoke in glowing terms about the club.
Bergvall, who also spoke to Postecoglou, ended up choosing Spurs over Barcelona. He said, "I met him and it was nice to see him because I know him a bit. I told him the truth, the same as what I tell everyone.
How good this club is and the plans for the future. I didn't want to tell him which club to join because that is hard, but it is the first time I've played with a Swedish player." Kulusevski also acknowledges that the sales pitch may well have been different a year ago.
The winger added, "Yes, It has changed at the club, absolutely. It has been a fantastic change, and now it feels like the club is going on the right path and we are doing the right things. We are more focused on better things. It is a different mentality, we have to improve.
It is not about we have to win, otherwise it's a catastrophe. It is about improving every day, and if things are going to happen, they will happen. It is more about the positive things. It certainly helps that Postecoglou plays the style of football that Kulusevski has loved since he was a boy.
The self-confessed football nerd who grew up playing FIFA all night and playing front foot football during the day, loves the philosophy. And having considered a coaching career of his own, it is one he would stick to.
The former Juventus man took time to help out with Tottenham's under-14s this week and paid a surprise visit to the club's Spurred 2 coach program this week. The foundation initiative helps young adults without coaching qualifications take the first steps towards earning FA badges, and Kulusevski surprised last week's participants by taking part in a training session with them in the shadow of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
He said, "I love teaching kids as they make you so happy. I would like to train kids in the future. I played like that as a child. When I grew up, we kept the ball on the floor and wanted to have possession. We didn't want to be afraid of anybody."
Read more Sun STORIESGAME on. It's easy to miss, says iPhone expert after revealing swipe to unlock hidden game. Kid you not, I got my son a balloon and Pepsi after he hit a kid. He did nothing wrong. That is exactly the same things as we are doing now. For a player to play this style is a blessing. It is brave, and the most important in life is to not care about mistakes.
As a coach, I would not care about mistakes. I would just want my players to feel free to express their talent, as every man and woman has talent.